Hey, I'm Stephanie Yip, and I'm a reporter with the Vancouver Sun and Province Newsroom's Van Live digital team. I'm going to tell you the story about how I got Seth Rogen to be the voice of Translink. Back in May, we wrote a story about Morgan Freeman being the voice of Translink as part of a visa collaboration. As we all know now, there were some allegations against Morgan Freeman, so that collaboration was quickly pulled. After the story I wrote went out, I had a lot of emails asking what we couldn't have a Canadian actor voicing it. We couldn't think of somebody who was actually from Vancouver to do these announcements instead of a Hollywood actor. And just off the cuff, I threw a tweet out online suggesting Seth Rogen because I am a huge Seth Rogen fan. I think his movies are hilarious. And the laugh is pretty good too. So after I threw that out there, it sat around for a day or so. And then the next morning, Seth Rogen, after the Morgan Freeman story broke, Seth Rogen responded and said, hey, if we need a replacement, he'd be happy to do it. And from there, things just kind of snowballed. Translink reached out to Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen said, hit me up. And I told Translink that I needed to know if this was actually going to happen. So this was all back in May. Haven't heard a whole lot about it since then until this morning when Translink let me know while I was on a bus that they had some big Seth Rogen news coming out. So in the end, Translink did hit up Seth Rogen and Seth Rogen did respond. And they were able to work out a collaboration where Seth Rogen volunteered for free to record etiquette announcements for Translink. Translink covered the bill for the studio time and the editing services. Beginning this summer, if you're a Seth Rogen fan, you'll be able to get on Translink vehicles and be able to hear Seth Rogen's voice reminding you to get your shoes off the seat or to free up your seat instead of leaving your backpack on it. I'm Stephanie Yip, and that's the story of how I got Seth Rogen to be the voice of Translink.